How many people would like to just drive down the street and see somebody out there with a sign in the yard that say, Realtor wanted, apply within? Wouldn't that make your job easier? Wouldn't it be great if you could just grab the newspaper when you came in today and go to the classified section, go to the help wanted section, you turn to the part where there were people advertising for real estate agents because they needed one? Wouldn't that make your job easier? Sure. Well, they exist, ladies and gentlemen. They're called for sale by owners. And we're going to talk about for sale by owners now, and I have to tell you, I love for sale by owners. I mean, if given my choice and that were the only thing available for me to work, I would be quite happy and quite content for the rest of my real estate career doing nothing but for sale by owners. And the reason that I like for sale by owners and the reason I am encouraging you to work them is because there have always been and there will always be for sale by owners. People who are trying to sell their property themselves. And you have to understand something. I don't blame them. I've never blamed them. If I were in their shoes, I'd probably be doing the same thing. As a matter of fact, now there's a new generation. The internet has brought a new generation of for sale by owners. They're called techno-FSBO. Because they believe that the internet is going to allow them to be able to get around using a real estate professional easier than they've ever been able to do it before. All of them are all the same category to me, ladies and gentlemen. And here's what you have to know about for sale by owners. 70% of the for sale by owners that are in your market right now today, 70%, 7 out of every 10 for sale by owners currently trying to sell their property themselves are going to list. That's right. 7 out of every 10 people who try to sell their property themselves end up hiring a professional. The question is, when and who? Now, by the way, just so you know, the other 30% of the for sale by owners, 10% do sell. Sure, there's a percentage. But I'm going to share with you in a moment what you need to know about that group. 10% of the remaining 30%, they keep trying. Yeah, they keep trying forever. There's no motivation, no hurry. So you'll drive by, you'll see their sign. It's so faded you can barely, if you get up close enough, you can see faintly for sale by owner. And the third group, they give up. So of the people that are out there, it's the 70% that are going to list that I want to focus on. And folks, here's the key to for sale by owners, by the way. They can sell it themselves, but they can't make as much money. See, and it wasn't until I learned that I really became good at for sale by owners, because I used to go out there and I used to challenge them. I used to go out there and go, oh, you'll never sell it yourself. Now I know they can sell it themselves. If you have a $150,000 house and you're willing to take $120,000, you don't need me. 3 of the 5 for sale by owners that we, in this week, this very week, 3 for sale by owners that we were working sold. 3 of them all said to us, but I got less than I could have. So it's not that they can't sell it themselves, it's they can't sell it themselves, put the most money in their pocket. Now, folks, what motivates a FSBO to be a FSBO? Let's quickly talk about it. There are 3 reasons that motivates a FSBO to be a FSBO. First one, of course, is to save the commission. Sure, they're interested in their mind, if they don't pay a commission, they can then put that money in their pocket. The second thing that motivates a FSBO to be a FSBO is they have a huge ego. These are a group of people out there that have always done everything themselves. Selling their house is just one more thing. Then the last group that we find are for sale by owners, ladies and gentlemen, because they had a bad experience with a real estate agent. And I bet if I surveyed all the people in the room, all of you have had a bad experience with a real estate agent. So it's not unusual for them to decide, gosh, why should I pay a commission when I've had a bad experience? So you have to understand a little bit about what motivates a FSBO to be a FSBO. Now, what are our objectives when we work a for sale by owner? Knowing what motivates them, here are our primary objectives for success with working the for sale by owner. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, and please make note of this, my primary objective, number 1, is to get a face-to-face appointment. My primary objective is to get a face-to-face Appointment. I can't do anything over the phone. I don't want to just go over and see the property. No, I want to get a face-to-face appointment. Because I need to go over there and I need to do something. I need to do step number 2. I need to evaluate the seller. And this is really the most important step, step number 2. That's our second objective, is to get over there and evaluate you. My first objective is to get the appointment face-to-face, and my second objective is to then do an evaluation of the seller. And there are 3 things I'm looking for. A, reason to sell. Are they motivated, ladies and gentlemen? Do they have a need to sell? If they have no need to sell, I can't help them. Because if you're not motivated, you can put it on the market, forever. No, I want to know, are you motivated? Do you have a reason to sell? B, I want to know, could I sell it if I could get it? Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of properties out there that I got to tell you I couldn't sell even if I could get it. You don't need another listing you can't sell. You know those houses, functionally obsolete. You walk in, the kitchen is in the bathroom. You've seen the type, the guy that started out with a 2-bedroom house is now a 12-bedroom house, and every one of them's a box attached to another box. You don't need a listing like that. The third thing I want to know is, C, can I work with this seller? Folks, some FSBOs are FSBOs because they're not fit for other human beings to be around. You don't need them. You don't need another client like that. So now if I do this evaluation of the seller and I determine that they have a reason to sell and that I could sell it and that I could work with them, I want to go on to my third objective, which is to establish some rapport and credibility. I don't want them to love me. I just want them to like me and trust me. I want to establish some rapport and credibility with these people so that I can then fulfill my fourth and final objective, which is to follow up until they list, sell, or die. And we don't care which. But see, I don't want to bother to follow up with them if they're not needing services, if they're just going to throw the property out there on the marketplace. So I already gave you the 2 most important facts, right? For you to note there in case you didn't get them when I blew by them the first time, 70% are going to list. And they can sell it themselves, but they can't get as much money. You got that, right? Under important FSBO facts. Now, folks, how do I get the appointment? You asked for it. Yeah, the easiest way to get the for sale by owner appointment is to, in fact, ask for it. I pick up the phone, I call up the for sale by owner, I go, hi, is this the owner of the property advertised in today's paper? Remember, what was step 1? Always identify the owner. Then I identify myself. My name is Bill Fields, Bill Fields & Associates. I saw your ad and was calling to see what time would be convenient for me to stop by. Well, we're not going to work with a realtor. What do they give me? Pre-programmed response. So then I have to ask a thinking question, which I do. I look at the little ad that they're running in the paper, and my thinking question comes from whatever's not in the ad. If they don't say if it has a garage in the ad, I go, well, does it have a garage? Yeah, well, there's 1 car or 2. Then I move past that to then ask for the appointment. If they won't give me the appointment, I move on to step 6, add value benefit, and then I ask again. See, folks, the most difficult thing about getting the for sale by owner appointment is picking up the phone. They're really no more difficult than that. The problem is not with them. The problem is with you. The problem is the woes. What if they say no to me? What if they do? So what? Then you add value benefit and you ask again a different way. See, ladies and gentlemen, the easiest way to get the appointment with the for sale by owner is to simply ask for it. And we have included for you specific scripts for you to utilize when calling the for sale by owners. And you must, please, you must take these and you must practice them and you must role play and you must work with the other people in your group, because unfortunately, I can't do that part for you. Ladies and gentlemen, the key for sale by owners is not worrying about them, but worrying about you. And I just want you to think every day, can I get on a for sale by owner train ride and can I stay it to the end? So thank you very much for being here, because I just believe for sale by owners is the most important thing, because there are so many of them out there and they're so readily available for you. You've just got to get past this mental block and don't let the woo-woo stand in your way, okay? Great. Good luck to you. Happy Fizbo hunting.